Every one of us carries an energetic blueprint. It is a pattern that shapes how we think, feel, move, and heal. Welcome to our joyful pathways. In this episode on modern wellness, we explore the 5 foundational elements in Tin Chinese metaphysics. This blueprint is expressed through the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These elements are not abstract symbols. They are living forces that influence your personality, your emotional tendencies, and the way your chi flows through your life. As we move through midlife, these elemental patterns become even more important. Old identities soften, new strengths emerge, and the body begins to communicate more clearly. Understanding your elemental nature gives you a map, which is a way to navigate change with clarity instead of confusion. The 5 elements describe how qi expresses itself in nature and in the human body. They are dynamic, constantly interacting, and always influencing your internal landscape. Each element has its own rhythm, personality, emotional tone, and physical tendencies. When you understand these elements, you begin to see patterns in your own life. For examples, why you react the way you do, why certain seasons feel easier or harder, and why your energy rises or falls in predictable cycles. The 5 elements give language to the invisible forces shaping your experience. The generating cycle shows how each element nourishes the next. Wood feeds fire. Fire creates earth. Earth produces metal. Metal enriches water. Water nourishes wood. This cycle is the foundation of growth, vitality, and emotional harmony. When your generating cycle is strong, you feel supported from within. Your creativity fuels your joy. Your joy stabilizes your core. Your stability sharpens your clarity. Your clarity deepens your wisdom. And your wisdom renews your sense of purpose. The controlling cycle keeps the elements in balance. It prevents excess, overwhelm, and emotional flooding. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. This cycle is not about restriction. It is about harmony. When the controlling cycle is healthy, you feel emotionally steady. You can respond instead of react. You can hold boundaries without shutting down. You can stay grounded even when life becomes intense. The wood element is the energy of growth, direction, and purpose. Wood types are natural strategists, people who see the path ahead even when others cannot. They thrive on movement, planning, and progress. Emotionally, wood brings decisiveness, courage, and a desire to create meaningful change. When wood is strong, you feel clear, motivated, and aligned with your goals. You know where you're going and why. When wood becomes stagnant, frustration builds. You may feel stuck, impatient, or easily triggered. The body often reflects this through tight muscles, headaches, or tension in the neck and shoulders. Wood imbalances often appear during times of transition, especially midlife, when old plans no longer fit but new ones haven't fully formed. Recognizing this pattern helps you release pressure and reconnect with your natural flow. The fire element represents joy, charisma, and connection. Fire types radiate warmth and naturally draw people in. They communicate with ease, inspire others, and bring light to any space they enter. When fire is balanced, you feel open-hearted, expressive, and emotionally alive. You laugh easily, connect deeply, and move through life with a sense of playfulness and passion. When fire overheats, the mind becomes restless. Anxiety rises. Sleep becomes light or disrupted. You may feel scattered, overwhelmed, or emotionally overexposed. Fire imbalances often show up during periods of emotional intensity or when you're giving more energy than you're receiving. Recognizing the signs helps you cool, ground, and return to inner harmony. The earth element is the energy of stability, nourishment, and caregiving. Earth types create safety. They are the emotional anchors in their families and communities. When earth is balanced, you feel grounded, centered, and connected to your purpose. You offer support without losing yourself. You create harmony wherever you go. When earth becomes overloaded, worry takes over. You may feel responsible for everyone else's needs, leaving little energy for your own. Overthinking becomes constant, and the body may show signs through digestive discomfort or heaviness. Earth imbalances often appear when boundaries are unclear or when caregiving becomes unsustainable. The metal element represents clarity, refinement, and meaning. Metal types seek truth and purpose. They value quality over quantity and have a natural ability to see what truly matters. When metal is balanced, you feel clear-minded, organized, and spiritually connected. You can release what no longer serves you and can create space for what does. When metal becomes blocked, grief settles in. You may feel rigid, emotionally closed, or unable to let go. The lungs and skin are metals associated organs and may show signs of imbalance. Metal imbalances often arise during periods of loss, transition, or identity shifts. The water element is the energy of wisdom, depth, and intuition. Water types are introspective, resilient, and deeply connected to their inner world. They move with quiet strength and profound insight. When water is balanced, you feel calm, intuitive, and emotionally steady. You trust your path and move through life with a sense of inner knowing. When water becomes depleted, fear rises. You may feel exhausted, unmotivated, or overwhelmed by uncertainty. The body may show signs through low back tension or fatigue. Water imbalances often appear during major life transitions, especially when the future feels unclear. Midlife is a natural elemental transition. The patterns that defined your earlier years begin to shift. Many people move toward water, seeking wisdom, depth, and meaning. Others move toward metal, refining their identity and releasing what no longer fits. Understanding these shifts helps you navigate midlife with clarity instead of confusion. You begin to see that change is not a crisis. It is a recalibration. Your dominant element reveals itself through your emotional patterns, physical tendencies, and the way you respond to stress. Look at what feels natural to you, not just what you do, but how you do it. Your element is not a label. It is a lens. It helps you understand your strengths, your challenges, and the deeper rhythms of your life. Balance comes from supporting your weakest element, not overstrengthening your strongest. When you nourish the element that needs the most attention, your entire system recalibrates. This is the heart of energetic self-leadership, knowing where your energy is asking for support and responding with intention. Each element has simple practices that restore balance. Wood thrives on movement and stretching. Fire softens with breath work and cooling foods. Earth stabilizes through grounding meals and boundaries. Metal clears through decluttering and breath practices. Water replenishes through rest and meditation. These rituals are not complicated. They are small, intentional acts that bring your chi back into alignment. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in. Imagine the element you need most today rising within you. Feel its qualities: strength, warmth, stability, clarity, or calm, filling your body. As you exhale, release anything that feels heavy or stagnant. Let your energy settle into balance. Your elements are not fixed. They evolve as you evolve. When you understand your elemental nature, you unlock a new level of self-leadership, one rooted in awareness, compassion, and energetic alignment. This is the path of modern metaphysics, learning to work with your energy instead of against it. Subscribe and comment on what your energy feels today. Share with your friends and family this channel if you find this information helps you understand your energy levels and manage your wellness better.